Hey everyone, today we'll be working with React Native and we will be creating the second part of the previous video where we talked about how to nest stack navigators with bottom tabs navigators. We will create the types and we will apply them and you will see how the type checking works and also how to pass parameters from one screen to another. Okay, cool. So now I want to go back to app.tsx and I would like to just improve the stack names and the screen names and also give them types so that you can navigate with type checking. So type checking with Typescript, this is a good one to read, and we will basically do what I typically do here. But yeah, give it a read because that's nice to understand what happens and because it's not completely type check, but some of the things are, some of are not, but that's nice because you get a little bit more control. So for example, what you need to do is on your stacks, you need to give these some types here so that then you can navigate through them and get the namings correct and all of that for free. So that's nice. So now for these ones, I just want to create the types. So let's do a export enum and then say stack one screens. So typically that's the way. And now I know that we have bottom tabs and stack one screen two. Stack one bottom tabs. This will be bottom tabs. And then stack one screen two, which will be stack one screen two. So this is the first thing that we need to create. Now I need to export a type, which will be the stack one screens params. And this type will be stack one screens dot stack one bottom tabs, and it will be undefined. I will explain what you can pass here. So basically what you can pass here are the params that you can navigate to. When you navigate between screens, you can pass some information. So for example, an ID. Imagine that you have some store where you store a lot of items and then you have an item ID and you want to pass to a screen that item ID so that you can show the details. Instead of passing the whole thing, you can pass just the ID. What I also do sometimes is I just don't use these at all, and I use just Redux to make the whole transition smooth, and just use every time Redux for everything, basically. Also the navigation, exchanging data on the navigation. But yeah, you can use at least you know the way and the different ways. But stack one screen two here, and I will also do undefined and let's do also the next screens one that receives something so that you can see stuff passing between screens. But for now, let's keep it with that. And now there are a couple of things that I need to do. Okay, so now I paste here the types. So this was prepared, and now this one, I just need to import this one, and I will explain. So let's import. Cool. So now we have all of them here. And the idea is that these stack one stack screen props, they will have a route name that extends these one screen params. So then you know that the route name can only be something like this, okay? And of course the names are here. And this one is getting something from the stack screen props, which you also give the type. So stack one screen params and the route name, and you get the stack screen props. So this is stack screen props, but for your thing. And of course here the route name is the key of this, so it's only this. So basically it's this name. And you do that for the screen props, the navigation prop, and also the route prop. And what you can do also after is basically reuse it here. So now I can do stack one screens dot bottom, and the same applies here. Stack one screens dot screen 2, and you are good. So there's only one time that you use that. And now I want also to apply these to stack 2, right? So that's the same idea. So let's go to stack 2, and here I will create this. So stack 2 screens, stack 2 screen params, stack 2 screens, stack 2 screens, then stack 2 params, stack 2, sorry, 2, stack 2, and then stack params on all of them, and this one we need to import. Cool. So we also can do the same thing, but now we need to change this. So stack 2 screen 1, and stack 2 screen 2. And the same applies. So now I can just reuse it and say stack 2 screens dot yes, this one is not correct. So stack 2 screen 1 and stack 2 screen 2, and same here. Okay, cool. And on this one I can just use this, and in this one here I can just say stack 2 screens dot stack 2 screen 2. Cool. So now what I can do is go to the bottom tabs and apply the same. So let me grab, but now this is a little bit different because we need to borrow some other classes for the bottom one. So bottom tabs screens, or bottom tab screens. Here we know that we have stack 1 screen 1 and stack 2, which doesn't matter because we don't use it, but that's fine. Stack 2, stack bottom tab screens, and then stack 1, stack 2, oops, stack 1 screen 1, nope, this one is stack 2, and this one is here, and this one is there. Okay, and now we don't want this, so we want also bottom tabs screens, or bottom tab screens. Okay, and here we don't want the stack screen props, we want bottom tab screen props, but the same applies. So screen params, and here bottom screens, and this one is also params. Okay, and route prop is the same, this is the same, but this one is now, that is bottom navigation prop, bottom tab navigation prop, and we are good to go. So now we can apply the same here, equal, and we do bottom tab screens dot stack 1 screen 2, and here we can say bottom tab screens stack 2. Okay, cool. But why do we do this, right? So now everything is applied. Let me just go stack 1. We have stack 1, okay, and in the stack 2, it's also nice. Okay, but now the good thing is that you can use on stack 1, you can go to bottom tabs and then stack 1 screen 1. And here, this navigate, you will see that oh yeah. So now in this stack 1 screen 1, we can say here on the use navigation, we can say stack 1 navigation prop. And now if you go here, the error is different. So there's no type stack 1 screen 2. Okay, because you need to be key off stack 1 screens params. So that's the thing, right? Now you get the, everything that can be there, right? You can navigate to. So in here, I exported on the stack 1 screens. So now I can go there to, where were we? Stack 1, bottom screen 1. Yes, this one. So now I can just go there and say that we want to go to screen 2. So now you don't have a string, but you have something that is type checked. So here you can just put these values that are on the stack 1 screens, which is nice. And then we also will take a look into the route, but a little bit after, to see how we get params from that and how does type checking looks like. So now we do that. And of course, I need to go to stack 1 screen 2. So let's go there because we navigate here. And here I can do the same. So I can say stack 1 navigation prop, and now you get the error. So now I can just say stack 1 screens and then bottom tabs, because we open the bottom tabs and the bottom tabs will load the first screen, which is the screen 1. Cool. So now we can do the same, but for the stack 2, of course. So use navigation, but here we will say stack 2 navigation prop. Let's see, stack 2. Oops, we missed it. So stack 2 navigation prop. Let's go there. Stack 1, stack 2 navigation prop. Now you should see it. Stack 2, stack navigation prop. Okay, that's fine. What did you do here? Yeah, it's the same. Okay. Stack 2 screen prop. We can import it. And here we will need to use the stack 2 screens. And here we want to go to the screen 2. So screen 2. Same applies to screen 2. So let's add it here. Just import. And then here you can just do stack 2 screens dot go back screen 1. And we are good, right? Because we have 4 screens: stack 1 screen 1, stack 1 screen 2, stack 2 screen 1, stack 2 screen 2. So we are covered on the navigation. Now we can have some types there and be sure that the screens exist. Okay, so now what I want to do is on the stack 2, I want to show you the route prop part. So if I want to pass in from screen 2, again, I said before, like I use Redux for that typically, but you can also pass here some params. So when you pass from screen 1 to screen 2, you can define on screen 2 which params it receives. So let's say that we receive a param, which is a string, okay? So that, or we can also say undefined, so then it would be optional, okay? But that's fine. So the optional, the param, the whole thing, right? So now I have a param here. And what I want to do is I want to go to screen 2 and get that param that will be injected on screen 1, right? So when I navigate in here, I can pass a param, and you see there, right? So there's the navigate receives a screen and also params, which inside receives a param, okay, which is the one we defined. Or you don't define anything. So we can say param and say, yeah, param from screen 1, okay? So here it could be an ID, as I explained before. So now this is the screen 1, and we navigate to screen 2, and we pass the param. So what I want to do is, guess what? Go to screen 2. And here I want to get the route and use route. And this use route can do stack to stack route prop. And now we can do, let's say here, a text where we say stack to param, and we can say, I don't know if I can do this, but route dot params dot param. Do you see? So now you get that for free. And what I want to see is if now if I go to settings, which is our stack 2, I go to, so this is not correct. Oh, I guess this is not correct. You can just do this, of course. This is not a string interpolation. So now if I go there, I see stack to param from screen 1. So the one that you pass on the screen 1 here, this param, gets injected on the navigate, and the screen 2 receives it. But of course, with the types, you get a little bit more information. So now you know that you have a param there, and you know the type of the param and all of that. So it's a little bit easier. And yeah, when the project grows, then you get the benefits of it. But of course, yeah, feel free to, you can just use it without types. So that's also nice. And again, for type checking with Typescript, you can take a look at the whole thing here. So this explains really well what to do, even though, yeah, I think in the beginning is really not easy to understand. But yeah, then you get used to it and you try it, and yeah, of course, you get to know this. There's also these combining navigation props, and then you see the use navigation, the use route, and options that you can pass. Of course, we didn't cover everything on the option screens, but now you have kind of placeholder tabs here that you can see and get some ideas on the active, inactive, how to yeah, give the names, and yeah, for example, in this one, I see bottom tabs as the title, even though I would like to see stack 1 screen 1 there. So, but let's see stack 2. Yes, here we are on settings. This is correct. But on the overview, I see bottom tabs. So let's dive into it. Okay, after some digging, I found out. So basically here we have the bottom tab screens, stack 1 screen 1 on the bottom tab, and we have the component stack 1 screen 1. Thing is, stack 1 screen 1 shouldn't be bottom tabs. So this one should be stack 1 screen 1. And then if we go there, we can see, yeah, stack one screen 2, go back, stack one screen 1, right? So now we don't have bottom tabs here. Same applies on Android, of course. Cool, that's it. Cool, so now you should be able to create your own types and apply them in the different navigators that you use from React Navigation Library, and also get the benefits of using types in your app. Feel free to share your thoughts and questions in the comments down below. Till next time, keep in the loop.